Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Dear students, today we are going to discuss the salts and their preparation. So first of all, starting with the salt, what is salts? Salts are the compounds formed due to the neutralization reaction of an acid and a base, that's called as salts. We have already discussed what is neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction is the reaction in which an acid reacts with a base to produce salt and the water. So the product formed as a result of neutralization reaction is salts. That is the definition of salt. Salt consists of two components, two portions. One part of the salt comes from the base and the second part of the salt comes from the acid. These two parts combines together and forms the salt. The positive ion comes from the base and the negative portion or the negative ion comes from the acid. For example, chloride, bromide, sulfates, phosphates are the common examples of the anions that is donated by acids for salt formation. And similarly, sodium, potassium, silver, magnesium, calcium, etc. are the common examples of the bases of the cations donated by base for the formation of the salts. When these positive and negative ions combines together, they form the salts. For example, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, silver bromide, potassium sulfate, etc. etc. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of the salts present around us. Now we are going to discuss how to prepare salt, how the salts are prepared. So there are two types of salts that we are going to discuss in the preparation. One is soluble salt and the second one is preparation of insoluble salts. First of all, preparation of soluble salt. So there are several ways. There are several ways with the help of which we can prepare the soluble salts. First method is by the action of acid and metal. This method is also called as direct displacement method. In this method, an acid is made to react with a metal producing salt and hydrogen gas. This is a very common technique for the production of salt, and it is a very common experiment that is usually done in the laboratories. That in this experiment, an acid, usually dilute acid, is made to react with metal to produce, and as a result of that, salt and hydrogen gas is produced. Salt is in the form of aqueous dissolved form, whereas hydrogen gas is liberated in the form of gas. Similarly, there is another example, nitric acid. When it reacts with potassium, it produces potassium nitrate and hydrogen gas is produced. This is the first method in which acid is made to react with metal and produces salt and hydrogen gas. Second method, by the action of acid and base. This is a common process, also known as neutralization method. In this process, an acid reacts with a base and neutralizes the effect of each other. Both acid and base neutralizes the effect of each other and produces salt and water. For example, acid plus base, salt and water. HCl is a common acid that reacts with sodium hydroxide base producing salt, which is the table salt, common salt and water molecule. Similarly, another example is that sulfuric acid H2SO4 reacts with calcium hydroxide producing calcium sulfate and water molecule. Now this calcium sulfate and sodium chloride both produced in these two examples are called as salts, metal salts, and the rest is the water. The third method is by the action of acid and metal oxide. In this method, an acid is made to react with metal oxide and producing salt and water. Some of you might be thinking then, what is metal oxide? So metal oxide is a binary compound of a metal and an oxygen. That a metal is attached to an oxygen, or you can ultimately say that an oxygen attached to a metal is called as metal oxide. The common example of metal oxides are copper oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, sodium oxide, potassium oxide, etc. are the common examples of metal oxide. Whenever any acid is made to react with metal oxide, it produces salt and along with water. For example, sulfuric acid is made to react with calcium oxide. Calcium oxide is a metal oxide, whereas sulfuric acid is an acid. The product produced is calcium sulfate. Now calcium sulfate is a salt and water. Similarly, HCl reacts with copper oxide producing copper chloride and water. Both these calcium sulfate and copper chloride produced here are the salts. Well, moving towards the fourth type of preparation of soluble salts by the action of acid with carbonates. In this process, an acid is made to react with carbonate, and as a result of which salt, carbon dioxide and water molecule is produced. What is carbonate? Carbonate is whenever CO3 minus 2, this thing is called as carbonate. This anion is called as carbonate, and with this anion, whenever a metal is attached, then it will be called as metal carbonate. For example, sodium carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate, magnesium carbonate, calcium carbonate, etc. are the common examples. In this process, acid HCl is made to react with sodium carbonate, producing sodium chloride, carbon dioxide and water molecule. These are the three products that are produced. Sodium chloride is salt, carbon dioxide and water molecule. In another example, whenever HCl is made to react with sodium hydrogen carbonate, or this is also called as sodium bicarbonate. Whenever HCl is made to react with sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate, NaCl, CO2 and H2O is produced, and you guys already know that NaCl is also salt and common salt that is commonly used in our household purposes. Well, discussing the second type of the salt preparation, that is the insoluble salts preparation. In previous portion, we discussed the preparation of soluble salts. All those salts that were produced are water soluble. Now here in this preparation, two soluble salts are mixed together, and as a result of which a soluble and an insoluble salt is formed. In this result, exchange of ions take place during this process. The two soluble salts, when reacted together, their ions are exchanged, and as a result of which one of insoluble salt is produced, and that insoluble salt exists in the form of precipitates that settles down at the bottom of the solution in the solid form, whereas the second soluble salt that is present in the solution is in aqueous form. For example, silver nitrate, AgNO3, in aqueous form, dissolved soluble in water, is when made to react with sodium chloride, which is also in aqueous form, means already dissolved in water. When these two salts are reacted together, mixed together, the ions are exchanged. This silver ion exchanged with sodium ion. Sodium takes place take the place of silver, and silver take the place of sodium, as a result of which silver chloride is produced and sodium nitrate is produced. Now here, this silver chloride produced is insoluble salt, exists in the form of solid, precipitates down in the bottom, settles down, whereas this sodium nitrate is a soluble salt and exists in the aqueous form. Well, another example, in this example you can see sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, aqueous, copper sulfate, aqueous. Both are the aqueous solution. When we react these two aqueous salt solutions together, copper carbonate is formed. Now this copper carbonate is insoluble in water, and it precipitates, means settle down in the bottom as solid particles, whereas sodium sulfate, the second salt produced, is soluble in the water and it exists in the form of aqueous form. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.